Welcome to another Serenity Art Sunday. And here I am using acrylic paint on a canvas board. And I've already painted the background. I wanted it in cool colors. And this is inspired by springtime, all the flowers in bloom. And I wanted to do an abstract painting inspired by springtime flowers. And I'm actually looking out my window and looking at the scene that's inspiring me to paint this. And I'm intending it to be abstract. So right now I'm mixing two color shades of, the yellow ochre and the brown, and painting the baseline of where the trees are. And even though I want it to be abstract, it turns out to be representational, not totally realistic, but too representational for what I really wanted. And part of the problem I think is the canvas is too small for me to have really wanted to express what I wanted to express in this painting. But I am limited in size right now on what size canvases I paint on. So right now it's self-explanatory. So I'll be not doing the voice. I'm only going to be speaking when I have thoughts to say about what's going on and things aren't so self-explanatory. One thing is sometimes I put the paint directly on the canvas because it wastes less paint than putting it on a palette. I find that more paint is wasted then. So I go back and forth in this painting. Sometimes I do need to put it onto a palette, which I just use a paper plate for my palette sometimes. Okay, the cardboard edge I thought would be a really good idea for painting all the lines, thin and thick lines that are going to be representing the trees. So right now I'm dragging the paint. That's one technique, is dragging the paint up to make the lines. And the other thing will be tapping the cardboard edge right onto the canvas mixed with both the dark brown and with the yellow ochre, and eventually with gray. So I'm gonna let the music play right now until later in the video. I'll be back. So at this point, I am not too happy with how this painting is going. It's not really abstract enough for me, and I thought painting more tree branches in the flower bush would help, and I keep trying different things and nothing seems to really be helping. These sprays though do add bursts of color that I really like. I have 2 shades of pink right there, and those I'm really happy with how they add bursts of color. But the shape of the flower tree or flower bush, I just can't decide on whether to make it more rounded out and more representational looking, or how I'm trying to make this scene more abstract. But after a while, I just keep trying different things, and then I feel like I'm going in circles, going back and to keep trying the same thing, trying a few things, and then I try those same few things again, over again, and I really don't feel like I'm going in. I don't like feeling like I'm going in circles. So after a while, I have to stop the painting and probably will come back to it in another. I might be coming back to this in another video, but at this point I don't know that I would say this painting it's not finished to how I would want it, and so I may revisit this painting on canvas in the future video. But in the next part of in the last part of this video, I show you how I do it in digital on my iPad, and I actually am happy with getting it abstract enough. So there I'm using a paper towel and I'm blending out the green and not worrying about staying like within a certain space of where I think the grass should go. I'm just wiping it up right into the trees, and those trees are dry, so yeah, painting with paper towels and painting with, well, the paper towels I actually were for wiping away some of the extra spray drips. And there I just add some highlights of pure white, not too much. And now these are close-ups of the finished canvas for what I have finished for today. You can see blobs of the spray drip still haven't dried. So look for have a eye out for future videos where I work on this again. And now I'm just showing close-up shots, and now I'm about to show shots of the digital, and I was very happy with this digital. I have 3 different versions. I'm showing some close-up shots of a first digital version that I did. Here's a second digital version. I really like that effect. And here's a third digital version where it's just no trees or grass are showing. It's just all shades of pink with the brown branches. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you keep coming back for every Sunday for the series. And please like, comment, or subscribe. Have a great creative day.